In case you were wondering how I got my video and how I mounted my camera to my bike, I'm about to show you. And this is probably not going to be the best setup for the street, as it does kind of move your license plate out of the way. But I did get spotted by a police officer and he didn't pull me over. He was super nice about it. That doesn't mean that it's legal, and it might not be legal, especially in your state. So this is more gonna be like a track setup or something along those lines, but this works really well for me. And again, the cops here didn't say anything. You're gonna want to start by removing the license plate bracket or whatever is in the place of these bolts. Now you're gonna want to start to make your brackets. I used very thin aluminum. I think it was like 16 gauge or something like that. It's just really thin, very easy to bend with your hands and pliers. Before bending the aluminum, I started by drilling a hole on one side and using that to put into one of the holes of the license plate bracket. I started doing this off the bike, but it just works so much better when you're doing it on the bike itself, because you know exactly how much you need to bend and where you need to bend it so that everything lines up. If you bend the brackets and drill the holes on the bike, you can just reuse the hardware that came with your license plate bracket, and you're not gonna have to drill any more holes like I did. I ended up drilling some holes because I had already had another bracket on there that I didn't make myself. And because of that, I did have to drill some holes, but that's not gonna be the case if you make your own brackets. Once you bend the bracket and you're satisfied with how tight it is, then you can go ahead and drill the second hole. Obviously, you're gonna have to make another bracket, because if you don't, the selfie stick is gonna be able to move from side to side. And speaking of the selfie stick, you should get a high quality selfie stick, because the cheap stuff just keeps wiggling around and keeps messing up the shot. See, now I'm gonna show you a very cheap selfie stick, and that just keeps twisting. Like, even if you grip this side, the top continues to twist. I tried putting JB Weld on it and clamps, and it still twists and moves, and it just doesn't work very well. I'm thinking that if I just put clamps on every single one of the joints, it's gonna take away the slack, but it's just not worth it. Just get a better selfie stick. This was another selfie stick that I tried, but again, it didn't work. This one did cost like 13 bucks from Amazon, and it's pretty good, but with the vibrations of the motorcycle, it just doesn't work. You need one that has those little clamps to like do a positive lock on it, because this other one didn't work very well. Now just go out there and enjoy your rides, and then you get to review your body position at the end of the day. Or if you have a 360 camera, you can review everything, including the scenery.